This is a test of the long-range acoustic device LRAD. 1, 2, 3.
I guess it's just that time of year again. So I already went over this about a year ago when they were using this on the Serbian protesters. So I already know that there's about to be a whole bunch of misinformation about exactly what this is and how to counter it. These guys are using an LRAD, which is a crowd dispersion device that uses sound to force crowds of people out of a wide area of effect. The decibel level on this thing is so high, it causes hearing damage. So the first question people ask is, how does this not affect the people behind it? The short version is, this device uses a great big array of speakers. They're all playing the same thing, except for the ones on the edge are inverted, or flipped upside down. So everything outside of this narrow beam gets completely cancelled out. This is called phase cancellation, or noise cancellation. Now, to be clear, this does not make noise-canceling headphones an effective counter to an LRAD. This also does not mean that you can take your own speaker and effectively counter it using alarm sounds of your own. This does mean, however, that if the outer edges of this device are damaged or destroyed, then the operator loses his immunity completely. Here's some good ideas for how to do that. Number 1. Approach the operator and politely ask if you can make a small aesthetic change to his government-issued hardware. Number 2, from a safe distance, find a clear line of sight where you can effectively document the event and write a strongly worded letter to your local representative about how vulnerable the outer edges of this device are. For insulation, any hardware store will have a very good selection of options for protecting both the inner and outer part of your ear. It won't protect you fully, but it should make enough of a difference to matter. Now I have to talk about obstructions, and this is where things get complicated. There are 3 main ways that sound can be blocked with solid objects: diffusion, absorption, and deflection. For diffusion, some people have asked me if you can use acoustic paneling to block the sound, but their only job is to prevent deflection. When a recording studio is soundproofed, they do so by using absorption materials. Unfortunately, this isn't a great option either, because absorption requires density and a lot of it. So for this to work, you'd have to be carrying around like 50 pounds plus of material, probably more. That leaves us with deflection, and this is probably your best bet for blocking the sound. A protest sign or a riot shield can be used to deflect the sound back at the operator, especially if it's reinforced by something like aluminum or polycarbonate, something very reflective. However, please note that if you do this, you run the risk of hitting everyone in between you and the LRAD with the sound twice. So the safest way to do this would be to aim that shield diagonally at an upwards angle, then carefully make your way to the front of the crowd before lowering it back down to create a full shield. That's all I've got for you. If you can, please share this with someone that can use it, and follow for more sound advice.